All right, welcome back, everybody, for another episode of Ultimate General American Civil War. Today, we're going to be playing Port Republic. Your operations throughout the valley have forced the Federals to mobilize a significant force within the area, delaying their offensive plans against our capital. A second Union column under General Shields is marching to Port Republic. We must attack and destroy the Union force. This will be the last battle in the area. Defeat the Federals to force their retreat from the valley. Then you'll be free to move your forces and support the defense of Richmond. This will, of course, be an assault. We're going to plug in our second corps here, get them some more experience before Gaines Mill. A Yankee brigade has been spotted taking up positions in this area. It must be the vanguard of General Shields' division. Currently, you have only one brigade available, but there are more units coming from Cross Keys. They are marching to support the attack and will soon join you. Only one brigade. Our scouts reported that their main force is strung out along the muddy roads and is not expected to arrive soon. Advance your brigade and attack their vanguard before the rest of the Federal troops arrive. Okay. Maybe I've been mislabeling these guys, calling each one an individual brigade. Oh well. No, here, see, it says 3 of 3 brigades. Okay. So what do we want this to look like? I am okay with this being some of our better men. I thought that Oh, they're in the 2nd division, I think, that have the, Yeah, let's get our 2nd division. Sorry, it's kind of messing with me that our 2nd division is actually better than our 1st division. And I might even take 2 shock. Do I want to do 2 shock brigades and try to take the hill, or no? I think we'll do, yeah, 2 fire brigades, a shock brigade, and then just kind of wait for the artillery to come in to dislodge them. I think that'll be the move. Sorry, doing a lot of planning here, but now let's get started. I'm gonna have Johnson right ahead, or Johnston, sorry, Johnston right ahead. Do a little bit of scouting. And I guess our best move is to put our fire brigades in these trees and have them just kind of exchange here. And maybe I'll have our shock brigade Johnson come around if we see an opportunity. But yeah, I'm not very eager to really obtain this position with just 3 brigades here at the beginning. We'll see. Let's go ahead and speed it up. Okay, yep. Make sure everyone's moving into position. Looks like there's definitely some artillery over here. Somewhere. Oops, there's some skirmishers. Good to know. Yep, I'm just getting bounded by that artillery. Any infantry units over here? Yep, there certainly are. There certainly are. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit more. And We'll slow it down. Right, the rest of our brigades are coming up. Federal troops came from Cross Keys and joined the battle, so it looks like we might have to fend off some soldiers trying to come across from up here. I'm going to try to get Lomax over here. There's their artillery. I do know that they have those skirmishers over here. So maybe I'll take these 2 units, have them deal with the skirmishers, bring them over here. Let's bring Forrest in. Oops, getting flanked over here. Yeah, that makes sense. Considering looks like they have troops getting ready to cross. Let's pull Forrest away from there. I don't want him taking a lot of losses. But yeah, let's get away from here. If they want to start trying to cross that river, they're more than welcome to. And I will fight them when they attempt to cross the river. Lomax, keep moving in. Yes. Nope. Okay. Looks like they're charging in over here. Let's try to break them as much as we can, break their morale before they make contact on this charge. Alright. I don't really want Forrest getting involved here. I don't want him taking losses. Looks like we've got the hill. That's good. I'm hoping that they'll just surrender. That would be awesome. But let's have Lomax and these guys over here just stomping out the rest of the. Let's hold fire for right now. Who have we got here? Some parrots. Okay, they are done. Yeah, these 12-pounders can support whatever's going on over here. And then we'll put everyone else into a position to help out. On this side, what do they got? Okay, so they just have a couple of units trying to cross over here. And we'll just get them in this crossfire. I know a couple of skirmishers ran off over here. I'll chase them down with Sanders eventually. Another gate spot. Oop, nope. Oh, okay, so there's more. Oh, excellent. We captured them. Let's pull. What did we capture? Napoleon's. Great. That is fantastic. Get Margleton in position. Get Trig down here. Yes, let's actually get Lomax over here. Along with Sanders. Looks like there's some supplies over here. How are we doing up here? Pretty well, considering. What we got here? The parrots? Okay. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's going to be more troops over here or not, but, okay, yes, they do have skirmishers over there, so I'm going to hold off on sending Bear in. Move Trig down a little bit. And looks like we pushed him back here, which is great. I'm gonna move everyone back a bit. If they want to try to cross again, they're welcome to. Yep. Move everyone in over here with Lomax in. And I'm just gonna kind of let them hit their heads against a wall over here, and we'll focus down here on getting rid of these guys. Go ahead and mount up Forest. And just let the artillery gain some experience shooting them. And we'll get around on their flank. And we'll call it good. Move up a little bit, just so that we've got everyone in a position to shoot when they're in the river. Enemy artillery, okay. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. Looks like Tyler detached some skirmishers. Try to get around on their flank. And get a nice little shot in here. Excellent. Have them fall back. And looks like they're trying to come across this river. Okay, Lomax, good job. Keep it up. Looks like they're trying to shoot forest, which isn't great. Okay, we're good. And what are we equipped with? Springfields? So let's just bring the charge over here. The skirmishers are trying to come across. There we go, there's the route. Let's bring in bear. Hold your fire. And still doing okay on supplies. And we will capture these supplies over here eventually. Bring up forest. Yep, keep holding them at the river there. Yep, looks like they're still doing some damage. Good. And let's just try to compact them all in the corner over here. What's Bear's melee at? 40? That's good. And let's have Bear pull out at this point. Let's get him out. Let's get him out of there. Okay. Yep. They're still trying to cross the river, and we're just holding strong. It's going to keep preventing them from crossing the river. I'm going to keep Bear in reserve for a little bit, let him recover some condition, and maybe I'll bring him in for another charge down the road. skeleton, come here. And yeah, let's actually keep Sanders in reserve for a minute, and I'll just bring in these other units to kind of clean up. And trigger across the river. How we're doing on kills? Pretty well with our howitzers. Trig has been suffering. Trig has not been having a good time. But now we just kind of got them in a kill box here, and we'll just keep plugging away until they decide to surrender or shatter. Let's make sure all of them are firing. I don't know how Tyler was able to get back to steady. I mean, I guess his general's here, and that's helping. But I feel like my units would not have gotten back to steady so quickly. Get these supplies out of the way. And maybe I just have all these units run in, I don't know. I definitely want to capture these supplies. That, without a doubt, I want to do. And then I'll refocus my efforts up here. But for now, capture the supplies. And then get them out of the way, yes. Yep. Flanked, to be expected. Let's get Forest mounted up, and then we'll get Forest moving. So let's close in. Get Forest out. Get Bear here. Just recovering his condition. We'll charge best that we can here, I guess. Just get everyone in there. Man. Let's get Trig over here. Yeah, let's get Forrest over here. And it looks like they're rethinking their life decisions, but it's a little late for that. We're going to bring the pain. Yep. I'm gonna have Bear fight their general. Is that's the plan. Move Phelps up, him up. I really want Tyler to shatter or surrender or something. There we go. Okay, you guys over here. Tyler, don't mess around with your general. And I'll just have Tyler or I'll have Bear fight Tyler. Get some experience there. Everyone else move up. Now Tyler, what did you have? Lorenz. That's a pretty good rifle. It's a pretty good rifle to have. And we'll go ahead and bring everybody across because we're bringing the pain train to these guys. Let's get Johnston over here. What happened to Bear? Oh, okay. Looks like this artillery is turning to fire on Forest, which is very understandable. And where's Johnson? Johnson, come over here. Johnson is taking a lot of damage, but That's okay. Okay, we got him routing. We got this artillery routing. Let's bring our artillery across the riverbank. We're gonna turn off that hold fire. Yeah, and Forrest is just cleaning these guys up. Let's dismount. Bear still doing work over here. Good for Bear. And yeah, I think we're just on cleanup at this point. Box them into a corner and then keep on working them. Okay, they surrendered. Some 3-inch ordnance. Don't mind that. Yeah, let's work on getting our artillery into place. And then just gonna have Forrest harass them for a little bit. And that was good. Good job, Forrest. Come back. Don't get shot up any more than what you have to. I keep thinking, where's Bear? I want to bring Bear over here, but he's doing a good job. He's doing his thing over here. I don't want them moving up into the forest cover. That is not what I want. So let's try to push them back before they get into the forest. Now what happened to the supplies? Here we go. I'm just gonna try to keep what's his name? Forrest supplied, because he's gonna go through ammunition very quickly over here. Move Johnston up, just to make sure we're keeping our morale high. Fair, I've got moving over here, good. Looks like we're rebuilding some condition. I don't think they'll make it in time over here, but we can at least try to get them over here. And yeah, you haven't had a chance to really get into melee, so here's your chance. Get in there. After this shot, I guess. Yep. Throw up a volley. And then Milroy surrendered. Good. Pull him out. Send Sanders in there. Let's hold off on any. Oops. On any artillery fire for the moment. And we recovered some really good rifles here, these M1861s. So hopefully we can get these other guys to break and surrender so we can get some more good weapons. That would be fantastic. And where's Bear? Okay, he's way too far to make any sort of difference. Yeah, it's just a big fat melee over here. Maybe we'll bring in Denison for that last push over the edge, hopefully. Charge. Now let's go ahead and speed that up. Alright, never mind. Battle's over. Pretty good. More than a 1 to 5 casualty ratio. Captured those 3-inch Ordnance guns, the Napoleons, these Lorens, supplies, carbines, these really good M1861s, and these revolving rifles. So all in all, this was a great battle for just capturing really good weapons. Fortunately, the Union troops are just so undertrained that even though they've got really good equipment, it doesn't seem like they can utilize them effectively. So, but no complaints from me. And so I'm going to need to outfit my cores, well, the second core mostly, I'm going to have to put another division in here, and then I'm going to have to bring this core back up to full strength. So, but before I do that, yeah, I wanted to see if I could put more brigades in, but that's not an option. This just gives me more cores, which I don't really need at the moment. But I'm going to put a point into logistics so that I can get more equipment in my shop for following Gaines Mill. Alright, now let's, how many veterans have I got? Plenty of veterans. So let's go ahead and put 2,300 men here, perhaps. Here, I think we're going to do about the same, 2,300. McGinnis. What we got before, like 1,900? Yeah, 1,800. So I'm going to put 1,900 men in here. Forest. I'm going to give those good rifles. Here we go. And bring them up to, looks like 600 is a good round number to put them at. Oops, not what I meant to do, although we do have plenty of cannon to do that with, so yeah, bring him up to 16 guns, low max. I'm going to put it 2,300 men. Also, what are we looking at for firearm? Okay, so low max is just about even with these two. Dennison, yeah, he's not too badly hurt either by going up to 2,300 men. Johnson, I believe was at about 2,000. Yeah. Let's put him at 2,200. Very good. Bear was at 475. Let's see how many I can put in here. Efficiency really starts to fall off after 500, it looks like. So let's just put 500 men here. Peckham. Yeah, we'll just add one cannon here. Sanders. Looks like I can get up to about 1,400 without taking really bad efficiency losses, so we'll just do that. And here we can get to 11, which I'll do, give them the improved shells, right? Yes, because I want the longer effective range. Can you take on more? Yes. And do the same with you. Right. So then we need some infantry brigades here. And part of me wonders if I should just have an understrength core here, but I don't think I'll do that. I think I will kit him out to the best of my ability. Yep. Springfields. Looks like 1,300 is the magic number.
Yes, sir.
And same here. Find a low major. Give them these M1842s. And put about 1,300 men in.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, we need a new divisional commander. And I think I'll bring in Kershaw to do that. Yep, yep. Is Kershaw very high? Okay, so Kershaw's like on the verge of being a brigadier general. Maybe I can swap. Nope, I cannot swap at the moment. Though I would certainly like to. Looks like 1700 is good here. And then I think we can also get up to about 1700 here. And that is going to cost a pretty penny. Got these M1861s, but I'm going to give those to better. Probably my first corps, because these guys have got decent firearms, but they're not quite up to the same standard here. Even Hodgson has pretty good firearm rating. Okay. Ideally, I would have another shot brigade here, which maybe I need to divvy out more of the reboard muskets. This is going to get pricey trying to equip everybody. These I definitely need to give to these guys. So here we go, M1861 for you. Can you also take the M1861? No, we don't have nearly enough. Okay, well, at least you've got that, you've got that. Let's get you the MJ&G Type 2. Honestly, Mississippi seems too good for you. I want to bump you down to like a reboard musket. What's our... Yeah, you can handle Mississippi's. I think I will bump you down to reboard musket. Musket. 31 does not seem good enough to me to warrant having that rifle. 35, 34, 34. Okay, so let's get you. Yes. And you can take reboard muskets. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to allocate the best firearms based on the firearm rating. So the better your firearm rating, the better the weapon you should be getting, I think. Which is why I gave Siegfried the M1861. Kemper Wright has the MJ&G Type 2. They're both pretty good. And then as firearm starts to fall off, I'm giving them lower and lower weaponry. Is the idea. How many reborn muskets do we have left? Oh, that's going to be expensive. I could buy a bunch of these infield pattern 1853s. I mean, that would be enough to equip a brigade, but it's also a pretty sizable reputation hit. And I might just be better off buying Whitworths to equip skirmishers. How much is buying all of those Harper's Ferries going to cost? Quite a bit. I mean, I have a lot of money, so it's not like I need to be sparing with my money, but it just doesn't feel good. But I'm gonna buy all those up. I'm gonna buy all these. And artillery. Yep. 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 And yep. Okay. So now we still have a lot of wiggle room with our money. So let's buy all these repeaters. And the Whitworths, looks like I haven't been buying them. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's the thing, is that I really wish I could put some points into economy so that all of this wasn't so expensive. And I could be selling off like these shotguns, but that's only 2,000. That doesn't go far. The Smiths, same. It looks like I did free up some more Springfields. So I will do that. And let's do a high major for our shock brigade. Yeah, we'll do 1,700. Let's slap some skirmishers in here. Oh, I can give them the Tyler, Texas rifles. I could be buying up Tyler, Texas for my skirmishers. But we also have other things that I could be handing them, like these Lorenz. That would be fine. These are pretty decent. I could go on the revolving rifles. These sharps, Whitworths. I think I might hand them. I'm gonna hand them these guns. Got a pretty long range, and I mostly want this unit just gaining experience. Gaining some veterancy. Let's move Trig down here. And see if I can't. Yep. Put some more guys in there. And what do I want to do here? Another cavalry brigade? The sawed-off shotguns, perhaps? What have I got for artillery? I've got a lot. A lot of 6-pounders. um, now I'm taking it back because I know here I was kind of struggling to find things for my extra cavalry unit to do. But maybe if I had 2 shock cavalry, that could be good. Or if I handed them these sawed-off shotguns and treated them as something in between, semi-shock, but also kind of ranged. I think that should be fine. And looks like I can get about 300 units before I start running into problems. Go ahead and take a look here at what I can be doing. And with these more veteran units, I am going to put more veterans in. So let's put Siegfried at like 2,200 men.
Yes, sir.
Kemper was probably also around 2,000, yeah. Let's put him at 2,200. Oops. Hodgson was at 2,500. If I just put rookies in, how does that hurt you? I mean, it does hurt a little bit. It's not too bad. I'm gonna bring him back up to 2,500. Um, should do 16 guns here. Here's the question is, do I want to give them... Do I have enough repeating work? No, I don't. No, I do not.
Yes, sir.
But I do have reputation that I could spend on... Not these telescopic. I could give them the Whitworths. Do I want to do that? I mean, they would be pumping a lot of damage because let's see, basically 5 to 8, and currently, oh, they could be doing a lot of damage. I think I will take these Whitworths. And we still keep a lot of reputation, we're still getting a 2 morale boost, but I'm going to give them the Whitworths.
Yes, sir.
And, yep, we'll go up to our max of 550. Bernie was originally at 1,900. Let's bring it up to like 2,100.
Yes, sir.
That looks good. Paxton. Looks like we're running out of veterans. I should have been more sparing with them.
Sir, yes, sir.
And how much for the parrots? 5 points? Okay, let's switch you to Napoleons. Here, we'll do the parrots for 5. Are we still getting 2? We're getting 1. Oh well. Yep,
Sir,
parrots,
yes, sir.
perfect. Can't do anything there. Can do a point here. And I still have some veterans. Sullivan, you're going to get rookies just because. How many men did Pogue have? 400. So Pogue has never been a big unit. Looks like I can put units in until about 500 and then it just starts falling off. So I'm gonna do 400 rookies, and then we'll put in 100 veterans.
Sir, yes, sir!
Adams here. 2 veterans. It's really not worth it at this point. He was rocking 400 man. Looks like 450 is kind of like a sweet spot. Let's go 425. And with Sullivan, we're going to put in 500.
Yes, sir.
What have we got? I could give him carbines, or just leave him with these Cookin brothers. Yeah. Because we don't really have enough of anything else to equip him with. I really need more of these Maynards. I guess that's the question, is do I leave him with the Cookin brothers? Or do I give him the carbines? How are these in melee? 60 versus 50. Or do I give him... Okay, I don't have no sawed-off shotguns. I was going to say, or I could just give him more sawed-off shotguns. I think I'll leave him with the Cookin brothers. And let's finish getting the rest of our units up to full strength. Paxton, I'll bring up to 2,000. I like having my units grow a little bit after each battle, either having them equal or
Sir,
growing.
yes, sir!
Mercy, I think, took pretty big losses, 1,700. So I'll just put them at 18. I know we're running low on muskets, so I don't want to overdo it. He had 1,700, and he had 1,900. So let's just put like an extra... Okay. There we go. We've used up pretty much all our muskets there. Put him at 1,900. Good. I'll put Hescock at 1,900.
Yes, sir.
Hunt. 2,000, sure. I mean, we've got the Brigadier General, so we're not taking those big efficiency hits. And I think we're pretty good here. Let me take a look through the armory. Might as well buy up these Wentworths since, oh my gosh. Since we're going to be using Wentworths. Do I want Tyler, Texas's? I'm not sure. But I am. I just have such a hard time saying, yeah, let's buy up all this, because I get really worried about the money. I think we're okay not buying those. Oh, yes, he's well equipped, and let's make sure that... That's interesting. Sawed-off shotguns are considered more of a melee weapon, because you can see the cavalry, if I hand them these carbines...
Yes, sir.
See, if I hand them the carbines, there's a little gun over the cavalry icon. But sawed-off shotguns
Yes,
are considered melee, which is really interesting. Kind of fun. But what I wanted to do was make sure he's equipped with these Colt 1860s. which is just going to be a better melee weapon for him. And I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to leave him as this sort of hybrid melee, but also somewhat ranged cavalry unit. And over here, kind of similar with the Cookin' Brother, but it's going to be a little bit more on the range side. Okay, that's enough yapping. That's enough trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do for the next battle. I'm going to leave it at this. Thanks everybody for tuning in and watching another video. As always, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd appreciate any feedback. Thanks everyone, and we'll catch you in the next video.